Welcome to Response-Able Parenting, the podcast that shows you how to parent in alignment to your emotions, needs, and goals versus your programming, bad advice, and let's face it, outdated strategies that just don't work. You'll get in the trenches support on nervous system and emotional regulation, critical mindset shifts, stronger communication strategies, and more. In this podcast, you'll gain transformational tools that take you from reacting to every frustration to responding with clarity, regulation, and finally setting the example you desire for your kids. I'm Becky Jennings, your new parenting coach, and this is the Response-Able Parenting Podcast. Let's get into it. Welcome back. I am really excited to share this mini podcast episode with you. It is Another Shift Happens, and it is actually, I love this episode because it is so topical and it couldn't be more perfectly timed. I feel like as we're starting back to school, as we're leaving the summer, as we have kind of maybe fallen back into old patterns, this is the episode for you. And it falls exactly right before I am hosting a free workshop on how to do this exact process, how to rewire your parental brain, how to override negative patterns, negative reactivity, default coping strategies that just are no longer serving you in your parenting. This is going to be an incredible episode to just kind of revitalize that energy and that commitment to this process of changing the way you react and the way you respond to your children. And then this free workshop is going to be the answer for you. There's no gatekeeping. I'm telling you exactly how to do it. I'm giving you the 4-step process on how to rewire your parental brain so that you can actually show up to the same triggering situation and respond completely differently than you have been, the way that is flooding you with guilt and regret. This is not the place to parent from, and I'm going to teach you how to actively change that in the moment and how to set yourself up for success. So, listen to this episode because it's actually really fun and awesome. And then go ahead and in the show notes, there is a link to sign up for the Rewire workshop. Make sure you sign up for that. If you can't make it live, no problem. If you sign up, I'm still sending you the replay. So jump in. I hope you enjoy this episode and I will see you inside the workshop. Take care. Welcome back to Shift Happens. This is where I share something that has shifted within me so I can help shift your parenting perspective within 5 minutes or less. This one comes from the movie The Wild Robot, and if you haven't seen it, please drop whatever you are doing and go experience the most parental validation that I have ever experienced from a DreamWorks movie. Go watch it now. This comes from the robot. She is in a scene where she is actually talking to another robot, and the robot is shocked that it has a new set of skills and a new set of behaviors. And the main robot, Roz, says, "I have been overriding my programming for months. It's the only way to complete my task." Oh my God. If that could not be the most accurate statement about all of parenting, is that we have to basically, in order to complete our task, in order to complete from raising a little baby to sending them off into the wild and out on their own and in their own migration, we have to override the programming in our bodies and create an entirely new set of skills. We have to override patterns, self-limiting beliefs, negative coping strategies, default patterns. We have to override all of these in order to complete our task of being able to raise a child, to be able to be independent and flourish on their own. It is the best depiction of what it looks like to me. I mean, I just could not have written that more perfectly. That we are all experiencing almost these like factory settings of what is expected of us as women, what is expected of us as parents, as spouses, all of these things. We have kind of this like, if we were to hit Control Alt Delete, then the factory settings would come back and we would still have these expectations and this programming of what is expected, right? There's a patriarchal programming that is alive and well in many of us. And we have to override this programming, override the shame programming, override the worthiness programming, override your value and your worthiness. We have to override all of that. We have to override the limiting beliefs that we are not enough. We are not good enough. We don't have the skills. We can't trust our instincts. We have to override all of the negative inputs that we receive day in and day out, not just externally, but internally, in order to create the secure and safe attachment within ourselves so that we can create that for our children as well. It's 2025, and there is more parenting advice than ever before. Yet we're still confused, stuck, and defaulting back to the way our parents raised us in the 80s and 90s. Parenting has evolved since then, and it's time your strategies do too. Welcome to the Response-Able Parenting community. This is where you get the support you're looking for so you can make fast, positive, and long-term change in your household. Inside my community, you get access to my signature course, Step to Strong, your emotional regulation roadmap to raising ADHD and strong-willed kids. You have my Fast Way to Regulate challenge, giving you 30 days of nervous system work to completely rewire how you react to the stress of parenting. On top of that, you have weekly opportunities to connect with me and get personalized support on issues that challenged you that week. You also have quarterly workshops, bite-sized mini lessons to keep you motivated, and everything I add for as long as you're a member. This is your place to filter out all the noise and get practical strategies that work. Join the community today and start feeling relief as early as tonight. The Wild Robot pointed out so clearly how much internal effort goes into motherhood, how much sacrifice, how much true grit has to be a part of parenting. And my God, is it just the most accurate movie of that relationship and that dynamic? We have to override our past programming in order to complete our task. Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you for joining me for another week, and I'll see you next week. Thank you for listening to the Response-Able Parenting podcast. If you like what you heard, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. If you know someone who would benefit from this podcast, I'd be honored if you'd share this episode with them. Until next time, know that you are enough, you are capable, you've made it through all of your hardest days, and we will keep growing on this parenting journey together. This podcast was produced by Kim Kelty and myself, Mackie Jennings, and edited by the Kelty Method, Branding and Podcasting.